Hello to everyone that's out there. This is Amanda Ray coming to you with a live hangout with the S3 Method Mastermind. And what we do here is we teach people how to generate traffic, because traffic is the blood of your business. But not only that, how to earn while you learn. Okay, so what we do is a little bit of both. We do have a program where you can earn almost daily without recruiting, but then people that want to take it to the next level and want to learn how to master affiliate marketing, how to get those consistent commissions for whatever program that you want to promote, that's what we're teaching here, okay? And that's really important because a lot of people have a business and they cannot even generate 10 leads a day. And if you are not generating leads consistently, you really don't have a business, okay? Lead generation is very important, and you have to be doing it consistently in order for it to work, okay? So I just want people to really understand that a lot of people I've spoken to a lot of people over the last few days, and a lot of people are looking for done-for-you systems where they don't have to do anything, okay? And I want people to know that that's really unheard of. And it's not, you don't want to take your entire business and put it in someone else's hands and expect to make all of these hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's not reality. It's not going to work. The people, they know what I'm talking about. So we have, like, for example, 30-day success formula. We'll do all the work for you. We'll send all the leads for you. You're going to make all of this money. And I have about 5 people that I know that have invested thousands in that program and have not even made $500. Not even, okay? And you know why? Because they were so geared towards someone doing all the work for them, not realizing that there's really no such thing. That's really unrealistic, and it's not common, okay? You have to be hands-on with your business. You have to know what's going on with your business. You have to be you have to know as things change, what works and what doesn't work, okay? So when you're investing all of your time in your business into someone else doing the work and you're just paying, if it was that simple, we would not have people working at Burger King, McDonald's, and Walmart, okay? If it was that simple, it's not that simple, okay? So I want people to just know you have to learn traffic generation. You have to learn branding, okay? And it doesn't mean, let me tell you, I have a gentleman that makes 6 figures a year. He never shows his face. I've never seen this man before. I've heard his voice, but he doesn't like to be on camera. Like, he continuously grows his business through his voice, and you will never know. Even his picture on Facebook, there's no face. It's just a picture of him. So that just goes to show you, you can make money online without having to do all of the extra. You just have to be consistent. You have to generate traffic consistently, okay? So I'm saying this to let everybody know there's really no excuses. There's really no excuses. You have to become creative. You have to be consistent with whatever it is that you decide to do. And then you just have to believe that what you're doing is going to work. And what I always tell people was, when you think you're doing the most, there's always more to be done, okay? So, when I said to myself, I'm going to just stick with doing 2 lives a week, I knew I really needed to do 4, right? Because if I'm going to start using Facebook as a way to engage people and to get traffic, 2 really is not going to do the trick. It's 7 days in a week. Let's just be realistic. If you went to work 2 days a week, what is your check really looking like? Okay? So I just want people to plant that in their head, and not saying you have to do Facebook Lives. That might not be your thing, but whatever is your thing, if you think you're doing enough, do more, okay? So I'm going to do share screen for the presentation, and how to become a recruiting machine is what I put together for today. And I thought that this would be a great topic because there's so many people that don't know how to recruit but want to recruit and need to know what to focus on when recruiting, okay? What should be your main focus, your ultimate goal, and what you should be really concentrating on when it comes to recruiting, okay? So work on 2 to 3 strategies daily, okay? Especially in the beginning. We're talking about for your first 90 to 120 days, you have to go as fast as possible, okay? You want it by the end of those 90 to 120 days, you want to feel burnt out, but extremely excited because you're seeing progress from all of the efforts that you put in and day out. So for me, my daily operations is make sure you're always giving out your link. Okay, your link is your money. Your funnel is your baby. That's what's going to allow you to consistently bring in money. If you're using Facebook, make sure that you're always doing your engagement, and then you lead up to curiosity posts as you get more people engaging with you. If you don't mind Facebook Lives, turn it up a notch. Give people value. Give people education, okay? It doesn't always have to be about you promoting yourself. People connect with people. People love stories, okay? YouTube marketing, make sure that you are putting up your videos, whether it's group videos or your own. Stay consistent, come up with a game plan, do it consistently. Use other people's videos if you have to, okay? Creating curiosity through results, no matter how big or small. People love to see results, especially when they are consistent. We're going to be moving into Craigslist ads, okay? And then email marketing. Make sure that you're always emailing your list. I tell people, if you don't like to send out an email every day, load them up for a couple of months and then leave it, okay? You don't have to go in every single day and do that. How to become a duplicating line. Do not reinvent the wheel. Put your business on autopilot, okay? So whatever you see, there's a gentleman that came up with a program recently. He made it his own program, and it's a pretty cool program. I was talking to him about it today, and it's so funny. He did a webinar about it, and he came up with the idea from a gentleman that had the same program, different name. And he said that he didn't think it was going to make him hundreds of thousands of dollars, but all he did was he took what he learned and what he's seen, and he made it his own, okay? So that's what you want to do, is you want to not reinvent the wheel, but take what's already out there, put your own spin to it, and run with it, okay? I don't care if it's a post. I don't care if it's a video. I don't care what it is, okay? You do not have to try to reinvent the wheel. You don't have to try to do something different and unique. Now, if you're that creative, you can. But at the end of the day, you don't want to do something that no one is doing that doesn't work, okay? So, for example, you go from organic traffic, right, to using a safe list, okay? A lot of people know safe lists don't work, or it doesn't really give you the results that you're looking for unless you're doing it on a massive scale, okay? So just things like that. You want to do what everyone else is doing and do it a little bit at a time, but you want to make sure as the weeks grow and you learn more that you're applying more on a daily basis, okay? Build your list. Okay, list building is so important. You know, start off telling your story. If you don't have results, I tell people all the time, people want to hear your story. They want to know what you've been through, how you overcame it, what is it that you're learning, what value you can give them to get them out of their situation. They want to know how can you help them. Okay, everybody wants help. If they're online, most likely they're looking to come online to make money so that they can get away from their job, or they could bring in additional income. Maybe someone in the family is sick and they can't go back to work. They're looking for you to help them to solve their problem. That's what you need to do. That's what you're here for. And then the more people you help, the more you're able to solve your own problems, okay? So start off telling your story, use Facebook daily. Whether you're putting up 3 to 4 posts per week, make your YouTube channel, use YouTube, okay? If you don't want to show your face, do something. Use other people's videos, okay? If it's something that you really like or you really can relate to, use it. Generate leads on Craigslist. Again, we will be going over the generation of the leads on Craigslist again. We will touch on that. Make sure you have emails going out on autopilot. Okay, and then get out of your comfort zone. So that was my main issue when I was in the industry. I felt that there was a better way for me to do what I wanted to do to earn money, And I didn't think it had anything to do with me, with people getting to know, like, and trust me. So for a year and a half, I went through under the radar, trying to make money by just putting out my link and not really promoting myself or telling people about myself. I wanted to just basically do it without having to do that part. And it was because I was afraid, okay? I was afraid of what people was gonna think. I was afraid of not having results to show. I was afraid of people not listening to what I had to offer. And when I got out of my comfort zone in the end of 2016, that's when the magic started to happen. And it was a little bit at a time, but again, I put myself on a 90-day blitz, and I just said, I'm going to be consistent no matter what. I'm not going to focus on trying to look pretty for the camera every day. I'm not going to focus on exactly what am I going to say or what I'm going to do. I'm going to just focus on giving value, telling my story, and then as results come, I'm going to give people my results, no matter how small or how big. So I don't know if I know I told you guys this before, but I used to get $75 checks in the mail, and I was just freaking out. And my friends thought I was crazy because of like $75. But to me, it was a big deal. And to a lot of other people, it was like, okay, there's things out there that work, because people knew that I was coming online as a newbie, and I was starting to gain some type of momentum. And sometimes that's all people need to see for them to start believing that they have a chance to be successful online. So work on one thing per week that makes you feel uncomfortable, okay? Not getting out of your comfort zone is the ultimate thing that's going to hold you back, okay? The more you do it, the better you become, and you got to stay committed to the process, okay? So guys, it all happens outside of your comfort zone. So this is the comfort zone, which is our work, not being in front of the camera, not speaking to people, procrastination. Oh, my job is going to pay me on Friday, so I'm going to just work on that. Try to save up what I can. I'm going to get me a second job. I'm not going to work on my business today. I'll just do it tomorrow. That's all in a comfort zone, right? So what we need to do is we need to come out here. This is us coming out here. This is where the magic happens. And I let me tell you guys, if I would have never came out of my comfort zone, I would have never hit 6 figures a year. That would have never happened. That was not going to happen here. It's not going to happen here. If it was that simple for everyone to stay in their comfort zone and make the money that they need to, we would not have people working at fast food restaurants, okay? If it was that simple, because everybody would just stay in their little comfort zone and make tons of money online. If it was that easy, people would not work at fast food restaurants. Always remember that, okay? The reason why the people that make the most get the furthest is because they came outside of their comfort zone and started doing something different, and they were consistent about it, okay? Traffic generation. So how much traffic should you be generating? We're looking at 20 to 40 leads a day at least, okay? Making that means if you go into your Aweber account or whatever account you're using to keep your emails, and you notice that you're getting leads per day, whether it's 10, 15, 20, you're doing something right. You just want to make sure that your leads keep growing. So I remember when I first started, I was getting five leads a day, 2 to 5 leads a day. And I was happy about that, because within 3 months, I was up to like 10 to 15 leads a day. And then 10 to 15 leads turned into 20 to 30 leads a day, right? Now, on any given day, I can have 50 to 100 leads a day, because I just kept building my list, and I kept building traffic on top of traffic, keeping the pipeline full, and that's very important. You really only need to use 2 to 3 platforms consistently to gain this momentum. Keep your audience engaged through value, motivation, and curiosity. No matter whether it's on YouTube, no matter if it's on Facebook, whether it's on Instagram or your email list, you need to keep the audience engaged, okay? And this doesn't take a lot of time to do. It's just about being consistent with it. And then everything is a rinse and repeat, okay? To get to where you need, you have to take massive action. Massive action. When you start off slow, you end up giving up. Okay. If you start fast and you start to see that you're building results, you will do more. Okay. So, you know, the first 90 days is very important. Your 90 days may not be 30 days ago when we started. Your 90 days could be today. That means that you just made that commitment to be consistent for 90 days from the day that you start. And everybody's 90 days is different. There's 20 something people on the Hangout tonight. Each person here has a different date for when their 90 days started. And it may not have been the first day that we started the mastermind. Everybody is different. There could be a person that started the mastermind on day one, but they didn't really start their 90 days until maybe 3 weeks later. Okay. So, you know, as you consistently educate yourself, you have to consistently apply what you are learning. That's very important. If you're not applying what you're learning, it makes no sense to even learn it, right? You want to stay focused on the process, being committed to the process, because that's ultimately, let me tell you, all of the things that you're thinking that you shouldn't be doing or you don't want to do, or that may be in the back of your head, your subconscious telling you that you really don't want to do this because it may not work. Those are the things that you need to be doing. So whatever you go to bed at night thinking about, oh, maybe I don't need to do this, or this is really not going to work, or do I really need to do that? Those are the things that you need to be doing. Because when I really thought about it, $15,000 in debt, 2015. From online marketing, $15,000, okay? I don't know if I told the story, but I worked a month and a half for free just to pay back all of my friends that joined me into a program and didn't make a dime because the program was a scam, okay? You know what, in the back of my head, my subconscious was telling me, you know what, this is too good to be true. This is just too good to be true. But because my back was against the wall, and even though I knew it wasn't right, it sounded too good to be true. I went with it. And that's what I should have done. You know, I should have known that thing that was saying in the back of my head was like, every time I will go to sleep, I'm like, gotta feel I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and the website gonna be down. That kept going through my head, but I wasn't paying attention to it. I knew it was too good to be true. Turned $15,000 into $150,000. Guys, I know we're smarter than that, right? We all make bad decisions, but we're smarter than that, right? So what we want to do is we want to work for what we have. We want to apply what we know, and we don't want to take any shortcuts. That was a shortcut that I was taking, and I knew it wasn't right. And it's so funny because I had people telling me, oh, it's going to be okay, but they didn't know no better because they weren't really even in the industry like that. What I should have done was went to the six-figure earners and people that's in the industry, and they would have said, these are all the reasons why it's no good. I didn't even really do a YouTube research on it. I was just like listening to a few people, and they were like, oh yeah, I'm in it. And I said, well, how much you put in? 500. Well, I'm putting 15, I'm putting 5,000. Then I'm putting another 5,000. I'm putting another 5,000. 8 months later, I have no money, and the program is gone. I mean, I swear to you, no lie. I think I put that URL in the website about 150 times in one day, hoping that one time I will put it up and something will happen, and it never happened. Okay, so what this mastermind is here to do is to really basically give you the structure and the guidance that you need to be successful online. But not only that, we're here to help each other because there's some things that some people know that others don't. So if we can all rely on each other, we'll move faster, because it's not like you're getting into a program where you just have a sponsor and you can't reach that sponsor and now all you have is your back office. It's a community, a knit community where we help each other and we work together as a team to all have success. No matter where you want to apply it, that's not important. It's just important learning the skill set that's needed in order to be consistent and to start seeing results. So what I want to do is take any questions, or if anybody wants to give any testimonials about anything that they learned. Hey, Jason.
I'll just wait till after the recording, man. I'm sorry. I was fixing to ask you a question about something completely different. So I'll just wait till after.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. Anybody have anything they want to say or share or discuss? I know it was a pretty quick presentation. I didn't want to keep you guys long, but I really wanted to go over that because I just think that it's really important for people to understand what they should be focusing on. I've had a few people ask me on the team about paid traffic, okay? Let me just tell you something about paid traffic. So if you're using like solo ad clicks and things like that, just know that there's a lot of money that needs to go out before money is being pushed in. That's really not the way that you want to go when you're first starting online and you're building something. You have to start with branding and organic traffic. People that purchase clicks are putting a massive, massive amount of money into their business. So just to give you an example, I started out with a little bit of traffic when I first started Power Lead System. But once I had a team, we were running co-op traffic, massive traffic. I spent $108,000 in 1 year on traffic. Mind you, we gained a lot of money, but there was a lot of momentum there. There was a lot of people pulling in massive traffic for that to happen. When you are doing it on a smaller scale, it just takes longer to start to see results because you're not pulling in enough people, and it's not in a, Jason, how can I explain it? You're not pulling in that many people, and it's in a short period of time.
Yeah, so like what Amanda's trying to explain to you guys is like with solo ad traffic, it takes a lot higher budget. It works if you have the right vendors, but the problem with that, and like Amanda has said, with solo ads, you're not going to bring in 10, 15 people in a week. It's just not going to happen. You're running cold traffic. These people don't know you. So it takes $500,000 a week to bring in 4, 5, 6 people at let's say a $250 price point, $100 price point, just kind of give you, and it depends on too, if it's a monthly program or a direct pay program. So like for instance, let's take the six-figure stamp club, for instance, at a price point of say the red level, which is our lowest level. I would imagine, and Amanda can vouch for this too, it's starting at $50 and they pay an admin fee and then they pay the sponsor at $100. Let's say you buy $500 worth of clicks from a really, really good source of traffic. I think Amanda had somewhere around 50 something cents a click, don't you, Amanda, at one time?
Yes.
And I would say that would probably bring at $500, 200 and it's 1,000 clicks. So probably looking at just a safe, let's say you get 30% opt-in rate, which means 30 out of 1,000 clicks, 300 people opted in to see what your sales presentation. Okay, so you got 300 leads. Out of those 300 leads, out of that level, you're probably only going to see 1 to 2 buyers, which is still extremely effective. Reason is, if you spend that, you know what your numbers are at. You know where you need to get to, okay? So it's not all negative when you say, oh, man, I spent $500 and I only got
not only
one
that,
sale.
you still gained a certain amount of people on your email list. So those 300 people also count for money, even though you didn't receive the money that week that you purchased the traffic. So for me, if I got 300 opt-ins, I'm thinking of it in my head, wow, I got 300 people to work with. Now my order responder is going to back up what I didn't receive that first or second week. Not only that, I realize when I'm running traffic, like Jason said, I might get 2 or 3 on the front end, but the back end is where the damage is done. That's where the money is really being made. That takes time because remember, the average person gets paid week at a time, 1 week at a time. So if they look at let's just say the average person looks at your information on a Wednesday, most likely they're not going to join your program on that Friday because that money is probably already accounted for. So you have to give a person at least a week to 2 weeks to actually join you if they're committed to joining that program. So you pump out traffic on 1 week, you're looking at another week or two before that person even makes a decision to commit to buying from your program, depending on how they get paid. Whether it's the first of the month where rent is due, or whether they get paid weekly or bi-weekly. And that's the reason why I really don't teach solo ad traffic, for the simple fact that it could be very expensive and the average person cannot afford to keep up with that amount of traffic. Okay, it's just unrealistic. And that's one of the reasons I got away from traffic generation in that type of manner, because the average person couldn't afford it. And they would do it for 2 or 3 months. And then once they noticed that they put out thousands and they got back, maybe they put out $3,000 and they made $1,500. They're not thinking, well, I still have a list to work with. They're just thinking of how much they put out and what they've got in return. And it doesn't equal up in their head.
And another thing, Amanda, too, is a lot of the solo ad vendors over the past 24 months, 2 years, have really gotten very, very saturated. I actually seen a guy who makes the same amount as Amanda makes a year, Ben Martin, put a big post yesterday about solo ad vendors and how most of them are lead stuff and stuff like that. So that's why it's very critical, if you're going to do solo advertising, to not go the cheap route.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just tell you, MLM Leads, Traffic for Me, these are 2 great places.
Yes.
For those here that have a real high budget to spend.
Yes, I would definitely say MLM Leads.
Yeah,
MLM Leads, that's a really good place to go for traffic.
They're expensive though. I just want to know that they're almost $1 a click, guys. So now they do have sales. Usually almost every month or every other month they'll run a sale. But go ahead, Amanda. I'm sorry. I just want to let everybody
know. That's okay. That's why we're learning organic traffic. Not only that, it lasts much longer. And then you can have something that's around for months and months and months and years to come that will keep generating income even after you don't even think about it anymore. So, for example, this video, we're putting it up May 21st. I almost for sure somebody will be getting involved with something from this video a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, because that's just the way organic traffic works. And when you put something out on social media, it's there until you decide to take it down. Where with solo ad traffic, it's a one-shot deal and you either get it or you don't. If you're not really a good follow-up person, okay, where you don't really have an email series put together, there's no way of really reaching that person. So what we wanted to do is the mastermind basically is really to make this as simple of a process as possible if it's used day in and day out, okay? Your 90 days start today and you're like, you know what, I want to start over. You can start over at any time that you want. And even if you want to say to me, Amanda, this is the plan that I put together for the next 3 months. Tell me if I should add something or take away, or if this is a good way to go, okay? So this said, to give you an example, Six Figure Stamp Club, I just started promoting it. I told myself I'm going to do more Facebook Lives, which I've been committed to. You guys go to my page, you'll see it. I hate Facebook Lives. It drives me nuts. Something about being live on Facebook drives me insane. It just takes so much for me to build up to start. But what I'm realizing now is the more that I do it, I'm like, okay, it's not too bad. You know, I don't, I'm not saying that I'm 100% comfortable still, but it gets easier every time that I do it, right? I said I wanted to pump out at least 4 videos a week about the Six Figure Stamp Club. So what I do is I go in and I put in Six Figure Stamp Club and I go to people's channels and see what they're talking about, what they're discussing. And then I put together my own video and I do like 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops. And I'll go through a review or a comparison or whatever it is, talk about the different levels. And then I just put it up on YouTube, okay? And I'm committed to the process. It's not a lot to do. It works. And this is what I've been doing from the start. I've been doing two platforms, sometimes three. I do purchase, I do buy traffic from time to time, not as much as I used to, because my accountant, she's like, Amanda, is there a cheaper way you can do this? You spend like hundreds of thousands, you spent $100,000 on, paid traffic. Can you do this any cheaper? But it was just about being consistent. And I remember when I first decided I was going to start running organic traffic and using free methods, I was so scared because I'm like, my income is about to drop because I'm not running all these clicks and I'm not buying all of this traffic. And for the first 2 to 3 weeks, that's exactly what happened. And I'm like, oh gosh, like, is this going to work? Like, I don't want to, just the thought of having to go back to a job, I'm like, that's not going to happen. I'm not going back to that. So I gave it another 3 weeks and things started picking up. It wasn't as good as it was before, but it just had that snowball effect the same way that I was getting with free traffic was happening with organic traffic. So right now, on any given day, I can get 4 to 6 phone calls or text messages about somebody ready to get started. Why? Because the information is out there on the platform. It's consistent. It's there until I decide to take it down. And I know that if I just keep doing a few things on a daily basis, I will always have a flow of traffic, a flow of sales coming in. And that's what's really important. Okay.
Guys, she said she gets 4 to 6. We might want to up. I actually helped her out for 2 while she was gone. We might want to up that to like 15 to 20. I was so busy while she was gone. Y'all don't even know.
No, let me tell you guys, when you use attraction marketing and you leave and you go to different places, it increases the amount of traffic that you get. Because think about it, psychologically, when people are seeing that, that's where they want to be, right? That's what they want in their life. That's what they don't have that they need. So when you're going places and you're posting different things that are beautiful, that people have really never seen or been, it piques their interest and their curiosity, and you're going to always get more sales, more leads when you are vacationing. It's a psychological thing. That's why I try to teach people, when you go places, always take pictures, always do live videos. People love to see like that. Even if you're on a golf course, I never went golfing before, hey, Brett, but when I see it, I just envision peace. All of the greenery and how beautiful the lakes are and the things that you see when you're at a golf course, it's just very relaxing. So if a person takes a live from you or a picture on a golf course or in a place where there's a lot of water, it's just going to have this effect where people are going to want to know who you are. You just have to do it. Okay. And I don't care if you go away 2 times a year, make it your business to do it 2 times a year. Okay. Everybody, a lot of us, we have stuff right in our backyard that we don't take advantage of. They had the Tulip Festival here 2 weeks ago, where they have like in a park, they have like all of these different types of tulips. It is the most prettiest thing you would ever see. I'm talking about all types of different colors, and people are taking pictures, and you got all of the photographers out there, and you can go there yourself and take pictures with your family or take pictures of the tulips. And I didn't use it yet, but I went out there sweating because it was just so hot. And I took pictures of a lot of the tulips. And of course, one of these days, I'm going to put it up as one of my attraction marketing photos. So that's basically what you need to do in order to stand out from the rest, in order to take things to the next level. And Jason is right. There's some weeks where it's a lot of people coming in. And it's more than you could handle sometimes, but that's why we work as a team and we do it together. And that's where I want everybody to be. I want everybody to be at a place where they're getting so many leads per day that it's just like, it feels overwhelming, but good at the same time. When you see yourself getting somewhere. Okay. I can't wait for the day where we get on the hangout and I see more faces, where I can actually see people and I'm not just looking at names. That's stepping outside of your comfort zone. Okay. And I'm not saying every day, but twice a week, 3 times a week, you say, you know what, I'm gonna get on this live and I'm gonna share my story. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna just at least show my face so people know who I am. And that's where the magic happens. And you know what's so funny? Some people are there already. And it's so funny when I started doing YouTube videos, a friend of mine, an online friend said to me, he said, Amanda, you don't know what you just did. And I'm like, what you mean? He's like, you'll see. You'll see. And he was right. He said, that is going, because there's so many people that won't do it. Even though there's so many people we see on YouTube, it's such a small percentage. It's such a small percentage. And if people really understood that, just by making that one little tweak is highly effective. So I'm going to leave it at that. Jason, do you want to share anything? Because I'm turning the recording off so we can have a private conversation with everyone. You're on mute. I'm trying to unmute it, but it's not letting me. Can you do it?
Oh,
okay.
There we go.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't know what happened. It wouldn't let me. But yeah, guys. So really, just off of what she said, I just use $500 as an example.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be whatever you're comfortable with weekly. Like for instance, if you have a $50 weekly budget, okay, well, like I said, do 3 or 4 Craigslist ads. Maybe go when you're doing your YouTube videos, use what she posted in the chat. Use that video with that company. Okay, use that once or twice a week to help your videos. If you have a $200 weekly budget, okay, you got Craigslist, like we've talked about. I'm also going to post just a basic Craigslist video in chat for you guys to be able to use. I may still have it, so that's what I'm going to look at tonight. And I'll
actually,
post
Jason, you know what? I have a Craigslist training that I'm gonna give everybody access to.
Okay.
Okay.
Good deal. So, if you have $150, $200 a week, you've got Craigslist, you've got YouTube, and then if you have money left over, then you can buy some clicks, you know. But like Amanda said, just focus on the warm market stuff first, get that really going, and you know, success is right around the corner. It's just being consistent. And like I said, appreciate you guys for hopping on. And I just want to kind of tailor on what Amanda said just real quick. It really makes the whole group stand out if you guys can really start showing your faces, because I don't think it would really help the Hangouts and help everybody if they can, to start showing their faces as much as they can. I know sometimes people are at work and trying to listen, but we also have some people I don't think that are at home and just not showing their face. So it really helps the whole group when you show your face on a Hangout. And that's it.
It doesn't have to be every time, but get into the habit of doing it as much as you can, you know? Just get into that habit, because the more that you're out there, the more that you put your face out there, it's branding for you. But not only that, it's taking you out of your comfort zone. And that's where we all need to be heading that way. Okay, a little bit at a time.
I've got a good question for you, Amanda, and everybody's on here, so they'll be able to hear it too. Regarding like I told you earlier, when we want to upgrade, okay, so we pay the difference. Obviously, like let's say I want to upgrade. Like for instance, guys, I thought this program at first was like Easy One Up, one of these other programs where you can just upgrade when you get sales, but really it's kind of not. So like, let's say you're mailing the $300 flyer, somebody sees video and they want to go to $1,000 level, you don't have it. So you're going to lose the total sale. So you want to make sure with this program, like I'm upgrading. So it's really important that you know that. I didn't know that, so I'm upgrading quickly. So Amanda, like let's say I want to upgrade from the $300 level to the $1,000 level. So I'm fixing to send you, like I said, the difference on your payment. But like for Benny's payment, what would I do?
You're going to send him the difference too.
Okay. And what about the admin fee? Because the admin fee, I believe, is the same, right?
Nope.
It's not? Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
So whatever you see as the difference between the two flyers, when you're looking at it, whatever the payments are for the different levels, that's what you're sending in. So I think for the admin fee, it's 100 for the Pearl level, but for the Black level, it's 40, I believe.
Okay.
So
I just want everybody to kind of know that.
Yeah, you're going to pay the difference between the two. That's correct. All right. And yeah, you have to upgrade within 30 days in order to pay the difference.
I believe it ends this month, right, Amanda? I believe it ends on the 31st.
I'm not for sure. David,
Okay.
you are so funny. David, let me tell you what's so funny, because I never used to see David on any videos. And I used to talk to David all the time. David was hiding behind Facebook for months. And then it's so funny when David started getting, I said, David's a good looking man. You up here, you sharing stuff now, you giving us tips and tricks. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, I mean,
It took a little while, but you actually did it.
I'm so shocked because I remember you had messaged me in Facebook. I was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. No. I said, I got to do it. I mean, it is what it is. So I appreciate you, Amanda, for helping me step out of my comfort zone.
Yeah,
Hey,
problem.
Amanda, he's all in chat, posting.
I know, giving tips and tricks. And I mean, listen,
all day.
David was doing so well. I told David I was about to hire him to do a one-on-one training with me. I said, David, I need your help, David. But I mean, just to let you know, David, you have a lot of information to give. You have a lot of value to give. And people need to hear the stuff that you have. People need to hear it. It's just so powerful. I swear to you, we got off of a hangout one day and I was like, David, I need your help. And we got on the Zoom and we was doing a one-on-one. I was like, David, I'm gonna hire you to do some personal training with me because I need the help. Just because David is very consistent with the product testing program, and I've been behind. I'm like, listen, I need to get caught up. But again, to stepping out your comfort zone, and it's not too bad, right? It's not that bad. You just gotta do it. So go ahead, David. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up so I can have my dinner. But thank you guys for coming out tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Amy, can you please send me a message? I need you, hun.
Stay on here, Amanda. Stay on here.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna just turn the recording off. Okay, it's paused.
Okay. So like a lot of folks here had questions for me about the S3 method. The emails that are going out are different from their own emails sometimes. So are you sending out different emails for them on their behalf? Because Amy showed me some emails that are going out that are different from our email series that she has programmed in. So, and I had somebody else also brought that to my attention. So I don't know if something got maybe messed up in with the email series for the S3, or maybe you're sending stuff out on their behalf.
No, I'm using, everyone should be using the email swipes that you put in there into the Power Lead system. Because remember, you put the 19 swipes in there. So whatever you put in there, that's what everyone is using. I didn't add anything to it.
Well, she showed me there are different emails that she doesn't even have that's going out to her list. Like people have sent her, and you'll have to ask her about it. But Amy's not on here tonight. But
yeah, you have to revise the email swipes to add your own add your own affiliate link. So you have to take my link out, my picture, my phone number.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying.
No, somebody asked me that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, someone asked. You upload it to Aweber first, and then once you upload it to Aweber, then you make the edits in the system. Okay, so that's how you do it for Aweber. Now for PLS, I'm not for sure. Jason knows how to do the PLS because
it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. Okay.
The click. I've already done it on a Hangout. If you go back and read all the replays, so. And
Amy, if we could videos, so if we could meet up, Amy, I would like to see what you're getting because oh, listen, if you're not using Aweber, it is different email swipes. The ones that are in Power Lead system and the ones that are for Aweber are different emails because the share code is different. Okay. So if you're getting emails from me and you're using Power Lead system, They're not going to be the same emails. Those are different emails.
Okay. Also, I know you said, are you doing email swipes for both Level Rewards and Six Figure Stamp Club? That's what I thought. I didn't want to confirm that about Level Rewards to everybody. And so, guys, she is doing one for Level Rewards. I got to ask that yesterday. So she is doing it for also Level Rewards, the email campaigns also. Trying to think of what else.
Hold on one second, Simone. Hold on one second. I got to take this phone call. I'm going to just mute myself, okay?
Okay, go ahead. Okay, well, David, we'll let her address that. I have no idea. Facebook link is no longer. I never even put my Facebook link in the back office. I don't put anything in JVZoo. I don't know if you're supposed to. Never heard of that.
No, it's already there. When you join JVZoo, you have a link for the S3 method, the two payment system, and the one payment system, and there was a Facebook also. It was already created automatically in JVZoo. It wasn't that we did.
I don't even know.
Okay, you said Amanda was doing email swipes for Level Rewards, and what else?
Hang on. Who is speaking? Just kind of write in chat because we got a lot of people on here. If you can, you can talk now, but before everybody starts speaking, just kind of let me know who it is because we got 2 pages and I can't see, and I need to know who you are before you start speaking. It'll make it a lot easier, Lori. You can go ahead and talk now.
Oh, well, it looks like other people are asking the same thing. She's doing email swipes for Level Rewards and what else?
The Six Figure Stamp Club.
Okay.
So she's going to have both. If you guys want to promote Level Rewards, you can. It's just an option. So these are just options, guys. So you don't have to Six Figure Stamp Club's is an add-on. So you don't have to join it and do it if you don't feel comfortable, or whatever your budget allows, at what level, whatever you want to do. I don't want you to feel forced on that. New instructions. There's really not any new instructions, Dana. I mean, if you want the new email, you just email Amanda at that New World address that she gave. Which links go with Clarity? I don't understand what you're confused on. So if you have Power Lead System, Val, do you have – come on out, Val. Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
I do have Power Lead System, but I noticed that there's 4 funnels listed.
Okay.
I guess I'm confused.
No, there's not 4 funnels.
Okay, so there's 4 links in there. So what is the red, the blue, and the?
Okay, well that's PDFs in Six Figure Stamp Club. That's just for like if you have a funnel built, they'll be able to decide which level.
I'm not talking about that. In PLS, I have this funnel, okay, and then I have my domain that I created. But then what are those other links? It'll say like blue, then dot, then my domain, red dot, and then it's like I see like 4 links and I'm just confused. I don't know. Do I just
all the links go to the same? They just go to they're going. It depends on what is your funnel for the S3 method.
Yes.
Okay, so it's just going to go for the S3 method.
Oh, so the funnel is just for that one?
Yeah, just for that one particular. Now, Level Rewards, we're running our own. She's just running that traffic, and we're going to be dividend down, swapping everybody's links out for you guys to get sales with that.
Okay.
Okay. And then with Six Figure Stamp Club, you got an option to buy the funnels. There's no way we can really do that. We can, but there's no way to really do a good funnel how we really want to in PLS. Plus, we're on a time schedule, so to get everybody with a funnel, it would take forever to get a PLS funnel done. And so it was just for time reasons and to have a really good funnel done, we went with paid. You can either pay $125 for a duplicated funnel using Amanda's story, which I highly recommend if you're brand new.
I did.
Or you can pay $350 or $325, whatever it is, for a customized funnel, where you can have your own pictures and customize it however you want, your own ad copy, whatever.
Okay. Thank you.
Laura, if you're talking about PLS, yes, she's already put it back there. I saw it. Yeah, a lot of you guys need to be checking the going through all the stuff, the Hangout replays, like the new Freester trainings back there in the replay section. I mean, there's updates all the time in the file section. I seen Amanda share code for PLS yet last night or the night before, so she's already put that back there for everybody to use. What do you mean, Julie? You can come on out.
So what's going to happen is with the upgrade situation, once this website is up, people are going to be able to automatically upgrade from their back office. But right now, you have to send out the information. So let me just give you an example. When they send you your welcome kit, that's the day that you started the program, okay? So you have 30 days from that day to make the upgrade. So just to give you an example, that at the black level, you pay $300 to the first person, $100 to the second person, and then $40 for the admin fee. So when they say that you have to pay the difference, for the step for the first person, you would send 1,000. So if you sent them 3, you're going to send them the difference, which would be $700, right? For the second person, who's your sponsor, you already sent them 100, so you would just be sending them $400. That's the difference between the two. And then for the admin fee, you have to send $200. So at the black level, you only send 40, so you would be sending them $160. So those are that's the difference in what you would need to pay if you decided to upgrade.
Is the site ready, Amanda? Have you checked it today? I hadn't even checked.
No, it's not ready. I checked it yesterday. It's not ready yet, but they're saying any day. It should happen very soon. I'm gonna just keep checking it.
That's good, guys.
Some people say to me, well, if I'm at the $300 level, how would they know that there's a higher level? Okay. Now, most people are on YouTube, so people are going to know, and a company has a website. It's not like it's a science, people could find out that there's other levels. But not only that, once the website is up, when people go to their back office, it's going to give them the option to upgrade. And that's where you don't want to lose out, because somebody can just click a button and upgrade, and it's going to go directly to your sponsor if you're not at that higher level.
That's why it's good. I mean, I'll be honest. That's why it's good to at least be at the $300 level. Like Amanda said, with the way these programs always work, people join at that mediocre level. That's where going to be the most of your people join at.
Let me tell you guys and be very honest with you guys. Okay, I received about, I don't know exactly how many payments, but quite a bit. Most people are coming in at the $300 and the $1,000 level. I had very little bit of people at the 50 and the 150, very little. So that just goes to show me 300 is a sweet spot, which I already kind of knew, but you would at least be at 300. And you don't want to lose out on those $1,000 commissions, because that's what's going to be life-changing for a lot of people, getting those $1,000 commissions, even if you got it 2 times a month. That's still a lot of money. You're paying out one time to be able to get it over and over and over again. Really think about it as a business. They're not saying you got to pay it monthly. They're not saying you got to pay it weekly. They're not saying you got to pay it every 6 months. You're paying it one time. And that's where the leverage come into place. Because when you're paying for something one time to collect unlimited on that level, that's where the power is. That's powerful. So that's why I love programs like that, because I want to pay something one time and be able to get paid years and months and years from now over and over and over again. I'll take that chance. But you don't want to come in at too low and then somebody bypass you, because I mean, like this between this week and last, I had about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 people that came in at the black level. And then I've had 3 people come in at the pearl level. 1 person at the $50 level. And I think I have 2 or 3 people at the $150 level. So that just goes to show you where people are coming in, because people want to take advantage of not only getting more leads, but be in position to make the most. Okay? So that's basically how that works.
Of course, with that being said, now they have to upgrade by May the 31st, right? I believe it ends after this month, right?
I didn't know. Was it a special? Let me check really quick.
I believe it was like the second week of May was when I sent the email. I couldn't find the email this morning. I was trying to go back. I know it didn't really. I wish the email, when they send it out, we might want to email them, or you can let Vinny know. They need to like specify in there about what you went over tonight about the difference on each. Make sure they specify it's for all 3 levels, and kind of maybe give an example on how everybody should, if they want to upgrade in there on their email.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up right now and see. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Are you running traffic chart? No, but we are going to. Like I said, she's finishing up the thumbnail.
No traffic started. The thumbnail we just got the thumbnails done last week. So
I'm starting my own traffic tonight just to see how it works. I don't even have a follow-up series or nothing. I'm just doing it on my own. And I showed them, Amanda, yesterday how they can do their own. I showed them my level rewards. It's just like yours, just a basic capture page. I showed them the one in PLS that I'm using.
Okay.
And all that. And I showed them my basic little video and how to just put a number, put their own number below if they want to promote it on their own also.
Okay, that's a good idea. I'm just reading this. I found the email.
Okay.
So guys, this is ongoing. This is not just for the month. This is going to be ongoing. So no matter when you start, you can always upgrade within 30 days. So that's not a special. That's just something that they added on as an incentive for people to upgrade. So it says, I'm going to read it word from word. It says, we will begin beta testing the website starting tonight. And this was sent out on May 13th. When a new user signs up for any level from red to black, there will be an upgrade button which will allow the user to upgrade, only paying the difference if he or she upgrades within the first 30 days. After the 30 days is over, the user must pay full price. This will be an added incentive to motivate new users to upgrade as soon as possible. Okay, so that's going to be ongoing. All right. So that's basically it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get off so I can have dinner.
Me too.
And you guys have a good night. I'll see you guys back tomorrow.